in a shooting guard. So that's the group out there for Golden State. For three, Dimon. No luck on that one.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Roden, pass to Brewer. Picked by Sabonis. Three-pointer.
Really a coin toss. They were fortunate to have survived and picked up the win.
Yeah, they needed some extra time to get it done, but at the end of the day, a win's a win.
Here's Crawford. The pass to Crawford. Here's Brewer. Fires for three. Williams grabs the board.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Pass to Dimon. Here's Stuckey. Top of the key jumper, no good. The Warriors trailing. Here's Crawford. Here's Yee. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Inside, here's Kessler, and finished off by Kessler.
Great roll by Kessler after setting the screen. That's textbook.
Green's checked in for the Warriors. Jason Tatum comes in for Crawford. And Stan, the importance of team chemistry. Why is it so hard to win without it?
Well, look, Brian, it's not just talent. The talent has to fit together. Guys have to complement each other. Sometimes you see teams where you've got two really talented guys or three really talented guys, but their games are the same. That won't work. You need complementary talent, and when you have it, things come together quickly.
Now here's Williamson. No made baskets yet. And a chance now to look at the schedule for the Golden State Warriors. On Tuesday, they kick off a road trip in Miami where they'll take on the Heat. Then on Tuesday, the New York Knicks come to town, kicking off a homestand for them.
The road is never the highlight of your schedule for any team. But for these guys, it is a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home court. It could be a very valuable experience.
And the Warriors making a change here. Chandler's checked in. Horford, he's checked in for the Kings. Outside Tatum, fires the three. Another three for Golden State.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Now here's Collins. 6 points for him. Clock at 6. Iverson. Yep. Iverson's got 5 points.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Pass to Dimon. Collins outside. Lets it go from 14. The rebound by Chandler. Chandler's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
There's Tatum with the 3. Rebound by Sacramento. Here's Dimon. Tatum brings a double team. Launches it. Hits the three-pointer. Give him 8 points now.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
Warriors trail by 5. Here's Roden. Yet to see a basket. And Tatum drills the 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Substitution on the court.
1:56 left to play in the first half of basketball. Here's Collins. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to go on Draymond Green.
Forcing the issue inside. Collins is hard to handle.
Sacramento shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. First one falls for him. He's off on the second.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
Outside Tatum from downtown. They get the rebound. A nice shot by Chandler. Chandler has gotten his first points in this one.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Williamson passes to Iverson. Williamson with a screen on Tatum. Pass to Turkoglu. There's the three. Knocks down the long J. Turkoglu's gotten himself on the board with a three there.
And for the defense, that is a heart-sinking moment when you see him that wide open from beyond the arc.
Now here's Tatum. 21 points in the game. Chandler. Here's Bender. Three-pointer, no good. The Kings lead by 4. Williamson passes to Collins. There's 37 seconds left in the first half. And there it is for him. Iverson's got 7 now in this quarter.
And I like how they focused on getting high percentage shots, especially after the three balls weren't falling early on.
Brewer pass to Tatum. 20 seconds left to play in the second quarter. 5 to shoot. Pass to Brewer. Over Williamson. And again, it's Golden State.
Well, this offense is much more effective when Tatum is making the extra pass and setting up his teammates.
Here's Turkoglu. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. The Kings ahead, leading by 4. And Allie LaForce has something. Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
And guys, I want to talk for a sec about the talent level in this league. In fact, I'd say it's never been better.
You sure about that, Ernie? I sense Shaq getting restless over there.
Hey, my mistake, big fella. Someone put crazy talk on it. And let's take a look at this first half of play for the Kings. Not a lot of separation here at the midway point.
I love the depth of this team.
Thanks, as always.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
Kicking off the second half, here's Will Hardy's 5. We've got Demon, John Collins out there with Al Horford, and it's Turkoglu in at the 3. Pass to Roten. There's the triple. Rebounded by Turkoglu. The Kings lead by 7. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Demon. The Warriors shooting about 48% from the floor. Pretty good. Pass to Tatum. To the paint. Here's Bender. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Tatum's got 3 assists now in this one.
Passing out of the pick and roll. Tatum's such a good decision maker. You want the ball in his hands.
Here's Iverson. Takes the 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Iverson's got 6 in the quarter.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
On the wing, Tatum shoots over Demon. Collins with the rebound. Collins has got 5 rebounds tonight. Horford outside. Pass to Collins. And there's the rejection. Tatum passes to Roten. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Tatum, good.
Yeah, no question Tatum can take over a game at a moment's notice.
Here's Turkoglu. Lets the three fly, and another Sacramento three.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
On the wing, Tatum shoots over Demon. That won't go either for Tatum.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good luck. Just couldn't find the mark.
Collins, left side. Lets it go from the wing. Here's Turkoglu. 11-point Kings lead.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
Pass to Iverson. Screen by Horford. Here's Iverson. He's got 19. Just 5 on the clock. For three, Demon. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
To the inside. Pass to Bender. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. And he lobs it up top.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Man, absolutely jaw-dropping. Iverson passes to Horford. Here's Turkoglu. Kicks it out to Collins. Clock at 4. Iverson can't hit. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for the Warriors. Here's Roten. He's scoreless. Again, Golden State.
Well, look at how his team works to get Tatum set up for success. Feeding him when he's ready to fire.
Iverson passes to Turkoglu. Here's Iverson. 19 points in the game. Launches it. Good. And that basket makes him 8 for 14 for the game.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Outside Tatum. Again, Golden State.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Horford outside. Pass to Iverson. Collins outside. It's stolen by Tatum. Here we go, one-on-one. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
So both teams making some changes here. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Sacramento.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
Well, in addition, I love their passing. I mean, they're buying into that team concept. That's hard to get out of your young guys.
Pass to Roten. Here's Brewer. Picked by Sabonis. Down low. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. Sabonis has gotten his second bucket of the game. Sacramento has gotten 12 of their points this quarter from deep. 4 of 6. Now Williamson. Pass to Collins. Here's Brewer. And here's Sabonis. He's covered by Kessler. That one's good. Sabonis.
Impressive. Their ball movement has been excellent tonight.
And we've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. Stuckey, pass to Kessler. Here's Stuckey. He's got 5. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to King. And here's Collins for 3. And another miss by Sacramento. It's a tie game in the Bay Area. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter when we return. Steve Kerr with some words for his players.
Keep everything sharp. Keep the cuts hard.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And it's Sabonis in its center. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Stuckey. Out to the right wing. Lets it go from deep. Gets the 3 to fall.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
The pass to Roten. Picked by Sabonis to the middle. And he banks in the layup.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Pass to Kessler. Here's Stuckey. The 3 is up. Yee with the rebound. Here's Brewer. Sabonis with a screen on Williamson. And it's Roten missing.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, with the way that Zion invites contact, he spends a lot of his time at the free throw line.
And the Warriors making a switch here. Tatum's checked in. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Will Hardy was going over with his team. With the game so close, he wanted his team to stay aggressive, saying, don't be a watcher, be an actor. Go out and make something happen on the court. Don't let it come to you.
Allie, thank you.
He missed the chance to put them up by 3. You know he'd like to have that one back.
Pass to Roten. Now Sabonis. He's covered by Kessler. And it's blocked by Kessler.
And look, Kessler just has a nose for the ball. He is a certified shot blocker.
Here's Iverson. Puts it up from 17. Good. Iverson's got 14 points now in the second half.
And he was dominant in their last outing. And the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Pass to Iverson. Collins a screen.
Warriors foul.
Green's checked in for the Warriors.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Turkoglu on target from range. And the Kings lead by 5.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
Pass to Brewer.
Love this game plan. That's 10 points in a row from in close.
Horford outside. Here's Turkoglu. No one near him. Yes, great play by Horford to set him up.
Well, he's a good passer at his position. The veteran Horford is all about doing what's best for the team.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Picked by Sabonis. Inside. It goes again. His 6th basket in 7 tries.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Outside Horford. Tosses it up. Rebounded by Sabonis. Warriors trail by 3. Here's Brewer. Tatum. It's money from deep.
And he was hot from 3 to start this game. That's his first since halftime.
Sacramento has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the 4th. Collins a screen. And the 3 misses. Golden State has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this 4th quarter. Here's Sabonis to take the lead. And that's money on the layup.
Well, he's been dialed in. Very efficient here in the second half.
For Sacramento, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in the 4th quarter. A minute 15 left in the 4th quarter here. Ooh, he leaves no question.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
And here's Tatum. Tatum on the drive. It's stolen away. In transition, here they come. The 3 is in.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
14 feet away. Yes, sir! Sticks the J.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
They need to start double-teaming him now before he has a chance to get any hotter.
And that one misses. Warriors trail by 3. It's off his leg. And it's whistled a kick. Here's Tatum. There's 48 seconds left in the final quarter. 5 on the clock. Horford with a steal.
Well, the defense baited him into that pass, and he fell into the trap.
Here's Turkoglu. Fires the 3. Money from 3.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
Here's Green. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Jason Tatum, it's in!
He's creating good looks and shooting very efficiently.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
He drops the first one, and that puts him up 5.
For Sacramento, Allen Iverson.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Hey, he made every one to put a little extra security around this lead.
Tatum. Count it! And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
For the Kings, Allen Iverson.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, that shuts the door on any hope of a comeback. Nicely done.
From downtown. So it's Sacramento picking up the win. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Welcome fans to 2K Sports. We have the first leg of the NBA season, Greg, now behind us. The standings starting to come into shape.
Yeah, right now is when you can make sense of wins and losses. Who you play matters so much early on, but things have started here to balance out.
Now the starting group for Baltimore. They've got Doherty, Booker out there with Morant. Then there's Aguirre, and it's Perry in at the force line. Morant against Garland. Doherty with the screen on Ivy. To the middle. Doherty with the bucket.
What you love about this young guard, Devin Booker, is his ability to hurt you with both his passing and his shooting.
Garland against Morant. Pass to Ivy. And here's Randolph. Shot clock at 5. And that one, no good to start him off on the night. Booker finds Morant. Back to Booker. Fires away from outside. Good. And the nice assist from Morant.
And it doesn't take long for Booker to get that shot off. He is a confident young player.
Garland feeling it out a little bit. Pass to Ivy. A shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And using that quickness to maneuver around the paint that time. What a play from Ivy.
Outside, Aguirre. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Oh, phenomenal work right there. There's times, boy, he can be tough to check.
Garland with it. Randolph, a screen on Morant. In the corner, Ivy with it. Pass to Randolph. Over Doherty. Randolph can't hit.
Oh, rising up from the mid-range, but doesn't exactly look confident about it.
Morant outside. Back to Booker. Baltimore needs to get off a shot here. And Brad Doherty with the slam.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Morant against Garland. And Zach Randolph, the bucket on the assist by Garland.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Morant against Garland. Outside, Aguirre. Doherty, the screen. Aguirre passes to Doherty. And finished off by Doherty.
Boy, something so good about a perfectly placed lead pass. That is nice.
Outside Garland. Washington sets the pick for Garland. Pass to Ivy. Now Buzelis. It's hauled in by Perry.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Morant against Garland. Now here's Ivy. That one misses.
I'd go back to that shot again. That's a great look from the mid-range.
And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Jaden Ivey.
And I love the total commitment from Booker against the foul. He doesn't just give up on the attempt.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Baltimore.
And guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
For the Pistons, Grant comes in for Buzelis. And it's Kennard in for Washington. And a switch here also for Baltimore. Price is checked in.
Well, when it comes to desire to create offense, there's no cause for concern with Devin Booker. He's a natural scorer.
And he sinks the second.
Boy, as fantastic as Devin Booker's offensive arsenal is, to me the best part, his competitive edge and toughness. It sets him apart nightly.
Garland kicks to Grant. It's tipped. The drive by Booker. And
I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Now, here's Ivy. Here's Randolph. Detroit, no good that time either.
Sometimes the game requires you to just keep at it, so he's got to be aggressive.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Down low. 1:53 left to play here in the first. Garland left side. The Pistons working the ball around now. Grant sets a screen for Ivy. It's good from long range. Ivy's got a second bucket tonight.
You know Ivy loves to find that shot. The defense has to be more careful with him at the arc.
Booker is screen on Garland. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And now, here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that last season scored the most second-chance points in the NBA.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks.
For the Pistons, Buzelis is checked in for Randolph. And Tony Parker is subbed in for Garland. Hachimura, he's checked in for Baltimore. James Jones comes in for Morant. Parker's shot is off.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Price against Parker. Doherty with the screen on Parker to the inside. And Brad Doherty with the slam.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Bounce pass from Ivy. Pass to Buzelis. From outside, off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And Booker kicks to Price. Outside, Jones. And here comes the break. That shot off. Good work defensively by Hachimura. Jones finds Hachimura. Here's Doherty. With the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They have made it very... And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And what do you guys think here about Baltimore in this one?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
On the floor for Baltimore, we've got Hachimura. Price is out there with Booker, and it's West, and it's Jones in at the small forward. And the shot goes down.
Boy, in the lane, making things happen. Nice effort.
Baltimore leading by 8. Price outside. To the wing right side. It's stolen by Buzelis. Rondo against Price. Rondo passes to Parker. To the paint. Poke loose. Grant. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And back in the day, guys like Bird and Magic competed for championships as rookies. But Doris, we haven't seen that in a while.
Kev, you have to remember, Larry Bird was drafted in unique circumstances. He was drafted a full year before he left college. And for both Larry and Magic, they joined talented veteran teams. That would be like the Celtics or Warriors drafting Wemby. It would be the exact same story.
Washington's checked in for Rajon Rondo. And a switch here also for Baltimore. Aguirre's checked in. He's off on the second. And here's Price. He brings it up for Baltimore. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. Outside, Aguirre. Just 5 on the clock. Here's West. Rebound by the Pistons. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Well, the kind of low-energy effort they played with all night will make a coach absolutely crazy. You can't win if you don't play quality defense.
Baltimore leading by 8. Hachimura kicks to Price. Booker is screen on Grant. Outside, Aguirre. Oh, good with the triple. And, well, Detroit shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively.
And no doubt, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Outside, Aguirre. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Price looking it over to end the cold streak. No good that time. Excellent D there from Parker. Here's Bruce Ellis. Hits it from three-point range. Now just a 3-point Baltimore lead.
Every team wants bigs who can knock it down from distance. Yes, sir.
Aiden Ivey, he's checked in for the Pistons. Brad Daugherty, he's checked in for Baltimore. Price passes to Aguirre. That's good, and it's Price with the assist. Aguirre's got 5 points so far.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Hands it from downtown. Kennard's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Well, Kennard loves and relishes the opportunity to come back with his triple.
Booker the bounce pass. A 3 from Aguirre. And Brad Daugherty with the slam.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
No reason to do so there. He was going to leave, no doubt.
Ivy kicks to Parker. To the middle. It's tipped. And now the fast break. Hachimura with the ball. No good on that one.
Boy, he couldn't have asked for a better look. That's tough to take.
To Kennard. Parker looking over the floor. Shot clock at 6. And there it is for him. Parker's got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Price the pass to Hachimura. Daugherty with the screen on Washington. And finished off by Daugherty.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard.
Timeout.
And so now a timeout taken by Mike D'Antoni. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. And this is their first time matched up this year with Baltimore.
Yeah, and they lost the season series to this squad last time around. Maybe a little extra motivation tonight to show they've improved.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Johnson comes in for Bruce Ellis. And it's Garland in for Luke Kennard. Then for Baltimore, West is checked in for Hachimura. And it's John Morant in for Devin Booker. Drives to the hoop. Here's Washington. And it's sent back by West. Garland against Price. Pass to Aguirre. Daugherty with the screen on Ivy. Inside. And Brad Daugherty with the slam.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Ivy with a screen for Garland. Now Parker. This one for 3.
They put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Outside, Aguirre. Off target from three-point range. Pistons trail by 7. Outside Garland. Parker sets the screen for Garland. Here's Ivy. Pass to Washington. And they pick up 2. Washington's got his first 2 points.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Morant against Parker. Doherty with the screen on Ivy. Aguirre against Ivy. And finished off by Doherty.
Oh, beautiful pass. My goodness.
Now here's Parker. Johnson with a screen on Morant. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Fires from way outside. And so it's Baltimore headed to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Back to the action in just a minute.
On the eastern side, Jason Tatum.
Well, Tatum, one of the premier scorers in the league, but he does a lot more than that guy.
And so thinking about the first half of this game, it's likely we'll see some adjustments for the Pistons. And that'll do it for half.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. It's been a clinic out there by Brad Doherty.
And he's been a monster in this game, throwing down some huge dunks. And I wasn't sure the rim would even survive in that first half.
Oh, his power is unbelievable. An intimidating force when he's at his best.
So with Rondo on the bench, here's the 5 for Mike D'Antoni right now. Zach Randolph is out there with Buzelis. Then there's P.J. Washington. Then there's Garland. And it's Ivy in at the 2-guard spot.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Booker against Ivy. Pass to Washington. And stolen by Aguirre. And here's Booker. Now here's Morant. Down low, here's Doherty. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Really nice move there. Doherty has such a polished skill set. Makes it an easy conversion for him in the painted area.
Back to Ivy. Pass to Washington. Ivy against Booker. It's good, and the Baltimore lead is cut down now to just 9 on the bucket from Ivy. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Bullets. And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Here's Perry. Still scoreless. Booker, no good.
Listen, that's a good shot for him. He just couldn't connect.
Pass to Randolph. Here's Garland. Washington sets the pick for Garland. Now Buzelis. Lock at 6. 3-pointer. And he's good on the 3-ball. Buzelis has got 8.
For a guy who's known for his perimeter shooting, that is a great look.
Morant looking around.
He always makes the right basketball play.
It's good, and the Baltimore lead is cut down to just 6 points on the bucket from Garland.
I'll tell you exactly the start to this half that you're looking for. He's taken 3 shots. He's made 3 shots.
Outside, Aguirre. Doherty with the screen on Washington. Aguirre against Washington. Here's Booker. No good off the front iron. For Detroit, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Here's Randolph. That dropped, and it comes off an assist from Garland. And now just a 4-point Baltimore lead. Booker outside. Outside, Aguayo. Inside, it's deflected. Stolen by Randolph. And now the fast break. Ivy with the ball. Here's Buzelis. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
Nice little run here to shrink that deficit, but can they get over the hump?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
Morant passes to Doherty. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Doherty's got 22.
And I like how Morant threaded the needle there. Just an excellent pass off that pick.
Garland dishes to Ivy. Randolph sets a screen for Ivy. Doherty with the rebound. Doherty's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far. Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes an effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.